going. Nice. Maybe hopefully get some business roasts. We haven't roasted business in a while. Roasting business is always fun. Figuring out why you're not getting leads and sales. That's always fun. Actually, let's just change that up. That's actually is always fun here. Struggling with I think that's going to be, we'll try that. That's the call to action. Do you need leads and sales? That should be good. Queen Sheba, good to see you. Good to see everyone again. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. Haven't roasted a business in a while. Hollywood David, haven't seen you in a minute. What's up? What's up? Good to see everyone. Happy Wednesday. We have a lot of. Really want to roast a business. I haven't roasted a business in a while, so if any of you guys need leads and sales, let's roast your business because that's always a fun show to do. Basically, help you guys figure out why your business isn't getting leads and sales. It's the best from there. So kind of clean this up. Hopefully everyone's having a great night. We've been talking about a ton of AI tools, but at the end of the day, it's are you using AI? And it's so much more than just ChatGPT. Automations. Oh, Friday we're gonna do NAN and agents and MCP. That's gonna be fun. Like that's gonna be a really fun workshop. So if you're inside the AI community this Saturday, N8N agents and MCP, we're gonna learn how to build, how to set up, because that's gonna be having NAN skills is like such a hack because that's where you could truly build really powerful agents to do all sorts of stuff, which is like because that's one of the biggest ones. There's some other ones out there. There's like Relevance, and then there's also Lindy. I think it's Linda or Lindy. Those are like two really good agent tools. Very powerful, but that's where people are really building agents. Let's check them out. What's up, Sarah? I'm excited. Full Saturday. We're going to learn AI. Just updated the community. Show you guys right here. Show you guys the calendar. So I just updated it. So on the events, cool. So the events has been updated. So we have pretty much Saturday is going to be show and tell. Come in, share your projects, share inspiration, just to share, because we definitely want to inspire people. Sometimes the projects you guys are working on is actually more interesting and it'll also inspire, just like Oksana last week when we did our last week workshop. What she shared was amazing. And so I really want to showcase, and I think this will be a really good event of just sharing inspiration. Even if you just have an idea, the show and tell series is going to be really dope to just, hey, what's your idea? Come on in, show other projects they're working on. We've had some people are putting out so much. I mean, Erica's putting out albums at this point. She's on live right now, which is real cool. People are building custom GPTs. People are building apps. People are building automations. We just had a new member join that wants to get deep into automations. So he's going to love the NAN workshop. And then Saturday, I put up the calendar for our Saturday live workshop. Keeping it simple, just 2 hours. That should be enough so that we can get together, learn AI together. That way we'll get to appreciate all the likes. Thank you guys so much. But yeah, this is, at the end of the day, just trying to keep you guys up to date, learn new skills. Every week we just get better. We just get better, smarter, more automation, more superpowers so you guys can work smarter, not harder. Man, we see each other more than our family. Oh, and tell her to add GenSpark prompt, make as interactive dashboard. Oh, definitely. Send her a DM too. Share that too, because she would love that. Because that GenSpark demo was amazing. That was practically an app that she built in GenSpark, pretty much. She loves feedback too. She's like, because she's trying to build that app. Basically, I think it's for like to do commercial real estate. Tried it tonight. Nice. Yeah, GenSpark, I got some credits to burn. It's so powerful. This came in clutch actually today because I had to do the presentation for AI for real estate agents. And I was like, oh, let me make a presentation out of it. But then I was like, nah, let me try Gamma. And that was actually really dope. So this was actually a really good for like just comprehensive research, but got the whole toolkit. But people really like, surprisingly, the one thing that really got a lot of people interested was also Fathom. Surprisingly, they were really digging Fathom. But it's also just trying to figure out, also showing people basically what's the difference between which tool and when to use it. So that would be like a dope chart. Actually, let's do that. Um, that's actually a really good thing. Take these tools. What's up? We're basically going to be talking about AI, what are the best AI tools, and let's put together a simple roadmap of where people can start. Take these tools and share the use cases. And I'm also going to say business owners are overwhelmed with all the AI tools and need a clear, I do voice to text, but it's not working right now, maybe, clear plan on how to organize and get started using AI along with use cases so that they can start with what's the easiest and quickest ROI tools. And then from there, they can grow and scale and add more automation into both their personal productivity and then also business productivity. What do you think about Lovable? Definitely should be on Lovable. Lovable is very powerful. We've built a couple apps already so far. I think I'm on my third app pretty much. But you want Lovable with also Cursor. That's going to be a great comparison. So here, let's go to Documents. You should try Fido. Try it in Fido as a DeepSeek prompt. What? They have DeepSeek prompts? Notion Mail, why? Notion Mail is the worst. That's the last thing. Actually, you want to hook up your email to like NAN. That's actually way better, but this, horrible. Josh is like, you're crushing it on the content. Appreciate that. It is not sustainable. It is insanity. I'm sad I missed my 10 posts today. I have to take a day off just because I had to do a workshop and other stuff, but I'll get back to it tomorrow. So that's why I'm like averaging at least 5 days a week, 10 posts a day is pretty insane as far as the growth. Oh, I could check out my analytics too, which is actually kind of cool. We'll give this tool, because these were the top 17 tools that I basically gave to entrepreneurs today, but they wanted it clearly in like a roadmap. So I want to organize it here and then go, yeah. So we'll give this task to basically GenSpark. If you're not using GenSpark is amazing as like an agent to like give like comprehensive stuff. So it's like, hey, I kind of want to see how it comes down and organizes it to give a roadmap for people that are overwhelmed, because basically these are like the best of some of the tools. Basically a lot of these tools I use every day. I added some new ones, like I don't know if you guys have seen, does anyone in here actually use Motion? I'm kind of curious. Like, put a number one in the chat, or yes if you've used Motion and you like it, or your thoughts on it. I'm kind of curious for a lot of people that are like, what is Motion? Motion is basically, it's AI, both calendar and task manager fundamentally. So it will tell you how to pretty much organize. You give it a bunch of tasks. I like the little animations. You give it a bunch of tasks and it will kind of organize and block. Claude's great. I just don't play around with Claude enough, but a lot, I mean, I have nothing against Claude. Claude has really good, especially with, I mean, people like the writing style for like copywriting. It sounds more humanistic for sure, compared to like ChatGPT. And it just depends what's your use case per se. I just have so much experience with ChatGPT. I love the custom GPTs, but then again, Claude is great. I hate the limits, but Claude is the money for content. Yeah, those rate limits crush me like that. It's so annoying that I'm like, wait, rate limits? Like, I want to throw my computer out the window and be like, why? That's actually why I left Claude. I was like, ugh, Claude usage limits. I'm just kind of curious for just this, and we'll play around with other stuff. I'm just kind of curious how this does like the calendar feature. I'm like kind of interested. It will actually like move stuff around. I'm like obsessive, but then there's so many other things that sync. I don't know how it moves and stuff like that, which is kind of interesting. What's your background? Just tech enthusiast, self-taught. I've been a software developer, I've been a Salesforce admin, I've automated my 9 to 5 job multiple times. I'm just always leveraged technology to work smarter and harder because I'm super lazy, believe it or not. So that's why I'm like super tech savvy kind of thing. You can make these calendars manually and input them into GCal. But the problem was with GCal is like I really like managing this in like I love Apple Calendar because then I can sync multiple calendars and do my time blocking and get my task manager and then sync like TidyCal in with it and stuff like that. I'm just kind of thinking all in one. So what else were we looking at? Some people mentioned something. Same for GPT's limits. You can save some coin by editing them directly in code. Yeah, that's one of the biggest things. I want to try and at least get do it weekly with iCal files. iCal files. That's too much. Too much work. Um, you want to keep it simple where basically like I'm pretty happy with the setup of tidy tick for task management, Apple Calendar to do all my calendars and stuff. Like my calendar is like nicely, I would say organized, but I could clearly see which is a task, which is a project, what should I be doing when. Everything's nicely easy and there's not AI really. Like not everything has to be AI. That's oops. There we go. Not everything has to be AI, which is kind of nice. So I've it's sometimes a simple thing. Surprisingly enough, not everything has to be AI in your life. Good question. So interactive dashboard in GenSpark. Can I make this into an interactive dashboard in GenSpark? That would be kind of cool. Let's see if we can. Can you? Oh, whoa, what's this? Superhuman. I don't know why it's doing images. Can you turn this into a website? Turn this into a website that presents the ideas. I have no idea. I'm just kind of. I actually, I'm more curious. Like, basically, I have like these. Let's go up here. 17 tools, and I was like, because one of the biggest questions from, actually, I want to ask it this question too. If I only had, this was a really good question that someone asked. If I only have, why am I typing like a Neanderthal? Oh, my voice text wasn't working today, so now it's back. If I only had $100, and what would be the best AI tools or tools in general listed above that would have the greatest impact in my productivity as a business owner? It's actually a really good question. Someone asked today. I'm like, if you had to spend $100 on just a subscription or whatever subscriptions that actually like move the needle in your life and business, like what would those be? So of course, ChatGPT, always a good one. Kind of interested, kind of curious to see. Yep, definitely recommended. Click up because I made my recommendations, so I'm kind of curious on what it kind of recommends. Tom, good to see you, Tom. We missed you in the community. Hope everything's well. I know you're making big moves. ClickUp for sure. TidyCal, yep, for sure. 1Password. Josh, appreciate the likes. Thank you so much. Hope you're learning something new. 1Password. Yep, that's definitely a good one. Dude, dropping the gifts. Super grateful. Super grateful. At the end of the day, we're just here to share, learn, grow. Because at the end of the day, if you could learn one new thing today, that would benefit your life tomorrow. I don't know why I'm very visual like this with hands. Spirit fingers. Silliness. Okay, cool. So if you had to spend $100, I would throw Notion in here. I know that's kind of like, bro. Oh, nice. Erica does this all the time. So many. There's so many tools. No idea which is the best. Technically, these are the best, but it's always just trying to figure out what are the best for your budget. That's another thing because you can't buy everything. Josh, drop in the chilies and likes. Josh, not gonna lie, should join the community. If you like this stuff, we have courses and mentorship and weekly meetups. We meet technically now 4 times a week informally ish. 2 days for office hour sessions, 1 day show and tell, 1 day workshop. There's no other place on the internet that's like meeting together to teach you guys. Everyone just throws you in a school community and doesn't teach you anything and just teaches you maybe 2 or 3 tools. That's it. We have like 12, almost 10 courses, which is insane. It's insane. It's too ambitious. So I would definitely throw Notion in here, but this could add up pretty quickly. And that's kind of interesting. what are some of the other things that people want to play with? Where for the community, link in bio, link in profile. You could check it out. We have literally, I don't mean to promote this early, but like Josh, I see people that are like active and curious and like engaging. It's like, bro, if you like this stuff, like it, take this plus 100 other people all learning, growing. We have automation experts. I mean, we have, it's not so much the courses, not gonna lie. You're not really, I mean, yeah, we have the courses on so much great courses, which I'm excited. I'll actually be spending time tomorrow creating courses again. I missed it, and I'm also behind, but I'm gonna get back to that. But not just that, but it's really, I mean, the members. It's the members. By the way, that's Sandy. She's on Instagram. She's going to be starting her own fitness brand and fitness journey and stuff like that. So she was one of the OG members. Actually, I think she was the first, if I'm not mistaken. So now we have 110 members, which is insane. That's like, there's so much, like, you want to talk about a mastermind. Everyone in here is super like curious, and also like everyone has their own domain niche, which is also awesome. Is there a place where I can show my mom podcast workflows and get automation suggestions? uh Mom typo. It's a place where I could show my podcast. I was like, well, for your mom. We respect all moms here. This is a mom safe area. If you want to showcase your portfolio and your podcast workflow and get automation suggestion, I'm not gonna lie, Josh, I'm gonna give you the same recommendation I give everyone in the community. Start sharing your work on social media. You'd be surprised. Of course, I'm blocked, so I gotta go to Safari. When you say a lot of naughty words on TikTok, you get flagged like me, and so apparently my profile contains themes that some people may find uncomfortable, but I just be giving away all the secrets. That's why. That's why. But no, I'm just kidding. I gotta go to Safari. I gotta log in the back door. Because apparently, there we go. Sabrina! If I do a podcast and I could get Sabrina on, I know I've made it, because she never does podcasts or never does interviews and stuff like that, which I respect. I get them now, just because for growing, I get a bunch of I see her rule, and from now, by the way, Inception. I'm now basically not doing like podcast interviews, or like they suck, because they're like, come on my podcast and it's $500, or come on my podcast and it's $10,000, and I'm like, well, to you, sure. So I would highly recommend, Josh, to you, just for everyone here, create content. Create content. I highly recommend it. I cannot stress enough how much opportunity it brings you just by sharing tips, ideas, things that you find interesting. You don't even have to be advanced in the level. Like I follow a ton of interesting people. Like you can see some great names here. Not everyone is AI too, because I like taking inspiration from other people. Lon, have you guys watched Lon? Her deadpan, like zero F's. Like, I appreciate that, Sid. Thank you so much. I was gonna go gift to Erica, and then I forgot to refill, so I got to refill my gifts so then I could be number one gifter when I go on people's live streams. That's my rule. I will always be number one gifter if I'm on anyone's live stream. Like, no one will outgift me unless Tom is in the comments, and then I'm going to go broke pretty quickly, but I will still be number one gifter. That's my role. What I get back, I just give at the end of the day. Layla and Alex. Alex has been doing some really good content lately. Shout out to Austin. Very interesting. Meg does her directories AI app workflow is actually really fascinating. I would take her course. Winston, the great. Okay, we got to see Winston. Winston's actually creating content now. And I'm proud. So like Winston started posting more content, and I'm like, dope. So he's popping up in my feed. I'm like, let's go, Winston. It's not AI yet specific. He's just like posting stuff he finds interesting, but it's awesome. Hi, B. Good to see you, B. Happy Wednesday. Of course, Sarah, the gangster, the VIP right there. Gary V. You got to see. Basically, let's summarize Gary V. Post more content. That's pretty much all of Gary V. You're welcome. School Games does some really good stuff. Sam TikTok, not gonna lie, she gives a ton of like really good TikTok insights of like how to grow, how to create content, why your content's getting banned, the 200 view jail. Like her content's really good. Nick, of course, Nick should be a podcast host, honestly. Like Nick, there you go. Like if I need to get to Nick's level, because what I want to do next, let's go to Nick's channel. I need to hook up ManyChat. That's going to be next week's project. I need to hook up ManyChat to whatever social media, or basically TikTok and Instagram. I don't know if that's his clone. I don't think so. I could be wrong, but he changes outfits, so I don't think it's his AI clone. I could be mistaken. It's hard to tell these times, but he does blink. But I want to get to comments to get leads to build an email list. This is because I did the V thing yesterday. I don't want to say certain words. I got kicked off for no reason other than being too old for this platform, probably. It was like, this live stream is only for 18-year-old, you're blocked. And I was like, but I am, I hope. Like, I still have all my hair. And I'm like, come on now. So I had to give over my driver's license. So now TikTok knows who I am. It's official. I can't hide. But anyways, comment automation, and you will get this cool free thingamajigger. But look at all of these leads. Lead. Know how big of an email list one video could do and build an email list? Like I need to do this next. That's gonna be next week's homework, because should anything happen to me, I will have an email list, and then I could keep going, like on platforms like YouTube right now. YouTube. Anyways, I digress. So, kind of introducing you to all the people that I follow, because basically, if they're not on this list, I pretty much follow the best. There's actually Marcin does basically everything is apps. How are you surpassing the rule on TT that you can't text then if they don't follow you? Oh, I don't know. I think he does is because I know they're probably I'm probably 1,000% sure they're using ManyChat to do this. There's like 2 people that I watch and they do the same too. What's up, Hank? Good to see you. Dr. AI's in the house, because they now do ManyChat. I don't know if they have to follow, or I think if you're a business account, they can just send you messages. Basically, they don't have to follow. If I'm not, I could be 100% wrong on that. I'm guessing. Smart responses, custom routing, conquer the internet, blah blah blah. Yeah, you need to convert. That's the biggest thing. I didn't know that many. Yeah, I didn't know either, honestly. Like, this is eventually something I'm going to set up. And of course, I'm going to teach this in the digital marketing course, because this is critical. I get too many timeouts, we'll call them. I get put on timeouts so much so that I need to start building the email list, and this is important, because should any platform deplatform you for whatever reason, then you could keep the email list going, because the whole business will live or die based on the email list, which is very, very important. So you got Instagram, you got TikTok, let's be honest, no one's on Facebook, no one's on Messenger. It's pretty much these 2 are the top 2 places. That's where most of my traffic comes from. If they had a YouTube version, that would be amazing. But usually what they do is they'll send a message of like, hey, can you follow me first? I'd love to send you a free gift. You follow, and then reply back when you follow, for example. How invasive is ManyChat with the info on your phone? I think it's okay. Like, it's just an autoresponder, basically. Like, whenever they respond, you can automate a lot of stuff with it. It's really powerful. Plus they have, I think, AI. I don't know how good the AI is, but I don't think it's like a chat-based kind of thing. I could be wrong, but most of what ManyChat is just logic trees. Kind of show you guys, because if you want to turn attention into leads, that's basically what Nick does. Where basically it's like That's why you want to create, I mean, for every video, if you know how many comments he's getting and all of those comments are turning into DMs, the sales are in the DMs. That's even better than live streaming, believe it or not. Because if you could get them in the DMs and then you can nurture in the DMs, it's basically almost like live streams, but then you can automate it so that you don't have to do live streams. You could just do automation in the DMs and then post content. Idea, right? Because I'm not gonna be, let's be honest, I'm not gonna be live streaming at 10 o'clock for the rest of the year. So I'm almost into phase one is almost complete. Now I'm gonna move into phase two, where I'm gonna build. Actually, let me show you guys this because you guys love this part. I'm gonna build up phase two of my operation. Let me go. What was it? Propane, I think it was. Ooh, someone did it. Hold on. Someone did a new post. Quick update for me, Robbie Automations. Oh, yeah. So Robbie is a brand new in the community. He is switching from photographer to automation expert, and he wants to do like NAN and AI voice agents. So shout out to Robbie for joining the community. So he's doing automation architects, like dope logo. That looks like what's the is it Justice League? I think it is. Yeah, Justice League. That looks like that. Dope. Anyways, let me go here, search. Let me search. I love the search feature. Give me a propane. So phase two of my operation is basically to automate my lead gen. So it's going to have two parts. This is going to be phase two. Technically, there's going to be ManyChat right here. So basically, I need a vehicle or strategy to have people enroll, because right now I have, let's say like for example, like let's say it's pretty much like TikTok right here and then community. That's basically my funnel right now. Post content, join the community. That's all I have right now. Just keep it simple. But I need to build this operation out for phase two so that I can automate my nurturing so that I don't have to do live streams. Interesting, right? So this is how I'm getting out of the live stream game, getting in to get out, because it's not going to last forever. Let's be honest. The live stream kind of thing is not sustainable. It's not going to last, and it's not really how to nurture relationships systematically at scale. So this right here is going to do the work of my live streams, basically. So, and then I could start doing ad campaigns, which I'm super excited for, because then I don't have to post that much content, which is super nice. So posting content or ads would drive traffic or even content, and then ManyChat, which will then send them a lead magnet. Both do the same thing. Take attention, get leads. That's basically all step one right here. Do need a funnel, but basically I can just send it either in a DM or just basically build an email list is this whole guy's job right here. Social media content, ads, content, ManyChat will be right here. And then actually, you guys, hold on. Can I copy this? Can I go to Canva? I am visual. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm very visual. Still love me some Canva. So let's put it in this slide. This is going to be phase two of my operation. Showing you guys my marketing secrets. Put a number 1 in the chat if you guys are interested in seeing my marketing secret, my new funnel 2.0, so that I could get leads on autopilot and not have to not create content per se, but appreciate it, because I'm going to show you guys some secrets on how you, Sharon is like number 1, number 100. Wait, which is the 100? The 100 members? Or it's a beautiful Sharon's like, Sharon's in YouTube, Sharon's like number 100. Wow, it's a beautiful night. Congratulations. Sharon's amazing. Sharon is amazing. Absolutely amazing. That's why I said it's like the people in the community are just so awesome. Okay, so let's kind of do this so that I could do I'm just going to take TikTok logo, just make it simple here. Give me this, and then pop this sucker right here. That way you guys can see the funnel process here. Oh, wait, hold on. Sharon, B is like, Sarah, sending you lots of love. I am the intermediate. I am the announcer, like the soccer announcer. Goal. Anyways, so here, and then I want ManyChat logo. Give me the ManyChat logo. Sure. I'll take that logo. Doesn't matter. Copy. Sharon. Sarah says, lots of love back. Everyone's sending love to each other because the members are amazing. Because we all support each other. It's really dope. So here, ManyChat. Yeah. And then I'll put ManyChat here. Okay. You can see my 5th grader. This is what happened when John doesn't use Gamma. Aw, B. Sharon's like, wait, hold on. There we go. B and hi, Sharon. I'm just gonna hold the camera at this point so you guys could chat. It's just chat inception. You guys could just chat and see each other. That's funny. I got amazing members. Sweet. So from here, okay. So all of this that this does phase 1 right here, you're either going to run paid ads and content, and from content, ManyChat is going to take people in your comments that comment a specific word and both move people into an email list. Basically, this should technically be lead magnet. That's all this is right here. So now from the lead magnet, this is what I'm going to do for phase 2. So phase 2 from the lead magnet, I'm going to start off with a 5-day challenge and then eventually move it into a 14-day challenge and then make it evergreen. So for 14 days, for 30 to 45 minutes a day, I'm going to send you a new video teaching you a new tip on how to use AI in your business, or pretty much in your business. How to make money with AI fundamentally is it. This is going to be evergreen. I'm not going to show, I'm going to do the first 3 months of it live because I need to optimize it. And then from the email list, moving people in, this is what's going to nurture this job right here, the 14-day challenge. This replaces live streams fundamentally, so that you don't have to do live streams anymore. I know, right? Like this wasn't a forever kind of thing. This is like my secret ultimate plan. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, the 14-day challenge just nurtures the relationships over 14 days and moves people. It's not free too. It's paid. It's $40 to $60. I know those are pounds. What is that? It's basically $97. One time buy, $97 gets you 14 days of AI content to help you level up your business, level up your productivity, go into how to leverage AI to grow your business and stuff. So that converts my email list. All he does is send people, yo, congratulations. Hold on one second. We just had a new member join the community. The tribe becomes stronger. Dave finally joined. Let's go. Welcome, David. David is in TikTok world. Welcome, David. Welcome to the community. You will get a welcome message from me very shortly to officially welcome you. So that means our community just grows. Be one of us. Be one of us. I'm just kidding. Hey, 111. That's a lucky number somewhere. Cool. More mastermind. We all get smarter at the end of the day. So this 14-day challenge does the challenge of basically nurturing your leads on autopilot. This is going to be evergreen. You could sign up whenever you want, and then take it. So because what I figure is everyone's busy. Everyone has different, let's say, availability. Some are available during the day. Some people have time at night. So basically, you'll be able to binge the content on your schedule. But it will be 14 days, and it will be a challenge. So you do have to consume it or else it expires. So it's not like a course. It's not a course. That's why the difference between a challenge and a course is that challenges expire. Courses do not expire. Very interesting. But through 14 days, and if you sign up for any SaaS product or any online product, usually they'll give you 14 days free. For example, in the community, I do give you guys like a 14-day like refund thing if you're not happy within the first 14 days. full refund, no questions asked. I will ask a question because I am curious. I do actually take that back. I will ask a question, but like, what could we have done different? So we've only had like only two people leave. Actually, believe it or not, and actually, let me actually share. I need to share a very important tip right here too, because a lot of people are doing communities and stuff like this. Do not coupon, do not discount your community or your product. I learned this the hard way. And I shared this advice with Monica today because today I helped Monica build her online community. And she wanted to do coupons and discounts. And then I also share another case study with David in the community, executive coach. David started a community, but he charged too little. So he was actually undervaluing his service. He was charging, I think it was like $49 a month for his executive coaching. Dude's awesome and will pour everything he can in to help you getting your dream job fundamentally. But it was way too overwhelming just at 4 people. And at 4 people, if you're making $49 a month, there's no real incentive, let's be honest. So that's where I told him, I was like, he needs to move into a $500 per month minimum group coaching package, so that he can do his group coaching. He can also serve and also like make it worth it at the end of the day, like actually have some money to actually, because at the end of the day, if a lot of people want to leave their 9 to 5 job and do this full time. So what I share here is two things. One, don't undervalue your services. Don't charge cheap. That's why I double the price every 50 members. I'm more rewarding people for early. I couldn't start. Oh, hold on. There we go. I couldn't start the community at a high ticket price because there was little network and also little courses. So I needed to build the courses. I needed to build the network so that I could justify the value plus all the other things that we're throwing in there to charge. I never want to be the cheapest in a market. This is a very important principle. Never be the cheapest ever. You always want to be the most expensive. So thus, so you want to, so you could basically so that you can have more capital to reinvest into your audience, your clients, and stuff like that. So David's going to be changing his community business model. And then for Monica, let's see if I can find Monica. She may be on. Let's do English with Monica, because this is a very important business principle here. Monica is also doing a community as well. Not gonna lie, she has on her live streams now 200 to sometimes, like I've seen as low as 200, I've seen as high as almost 300 people just on her lives. She's already got the demand, and David also encountered this too. If you read his post, I highly recommend inside the community. Read David's new post. I'm not gonna give this the secret here. Where is it? Yeah, this one. I cracked the code, half of it. This is gold. What he shares in it, absolute gold. How he went from 6 members to I think it was like 170 members on his lives with one simple hack. Very important for live streams hacking. Highly recommend everyone read this post, but it's half of the equation. Basically, he figured out how to get demand on his live streams to increase, like get more people to basically go from here. Really, really valuable. But then the second part is the product. So it's always product market fit is always the combination when you're doing a business, for example. So Monica and David have the market, the demand, but the product wasn't right. David was doing a very low ticket $49 community, but it wasn't enough for him to eventually motivate him to quit his 9 to 5 job because he has a family at the end of the day. Let's be honest. A lot of people have family, so they have to make, so it's like you got to make it worth it for the value that you're giving. Also, Monica's on the other side. She's having a hard time selling her first product. So go to her link in bio, her first product was a workbook, and it's not the product that's not selling. What it actually is, that's not what people want fundamentally. So that's why when you get a market or an audience, you always want to ask them what do they want, so that you could either your product is either going to come in a vehicle of a book, a course, one-on-one, Because basically, people just want one-on-one coaching from Monica. Fundamentally, that's going to be our next product in addition to a community. So I had this debate with Monica, and this is a very important thing. By the way, I built this just for her. I feel so proud. I finally figured out how to use System.io too, which is actually kind of cool. So I finally can speak System.io now. So we went through pricing for her community, and she wanted to start the pricing at $29 per month. And I go, what happens if 100 people sign up, or 50 people? Let's do the 50 people test. If 50 people sign up for your community, that's $1,400. Are you happy or are you sad to serve those 1,500? She paused and she's like, "No, that's not going to cut it. That's not going to work." And I was like, "Right. I rather you emotionally feel comfortable and valued for what you're doing, or for what you're going to deliver for a product or service for your customers or clients, because if you're not excited, then that's why I hate the concept of being the cheapest or low ticket, or not low ticket, but always being the cheapest in the market. That's why I hate that concept. So I said, okay, what if we changed it to $49.99, $2,400? All of a sudden, she got a smile. She got excited. She's like, yeah, 50 people, $2,400 monthly recurrent. I could do that. That's not going to be forever. That's just going to be for the first 50 people. And then she's going to double her price, as she should, for example. So that is basically what and then here, the main thing I wanted to share here was we were talking about coupons and discounts. While we're talking, I gotta get the battery. Hold on. The battery is going to, I'll let you guys look at me for a second too. Battery's about to die, so I just got to plug in the battery. I got 5 seconds before the battery clunks out. So we had a talk with Monica, and she was like, I want to do coupons, I want to do discounts. And I was like, discounts are the worst thing. Well, especially when it comes to communities. And let me explain a lesson that I had to learn. When I started the AI community, I did a discount for a free 7-day trial. Actually, I'll leave it on me. So I did a discount for a free 7-day trial for the AI community when it was $49. It was $49, and I threw in for 2 weeks. I threw out a free 7-day trial, and I got 20 people to sign up. All 20 people canceled. All 20 gone. They're no longer in the community. Some of them never even took the course. Some asked for an extension. Some forgot that they did it, and some just got in just because they just wanted to see, but they weren't actually committed to making money with AI, or actually using AI. They just had no business, honestly. So I share that lesson because I'm like, my rule, because again, everything in business is a lesson. Sometimes lessons are very expensive, but I always look back and be like, okay, there's an important lesson I learned here. What that means is, and you'll hear some people on here as well too, they'll ask me in the comments, John, do you do coupons? Do you do discounts for the AI community? And it's a hard no. Because of that lesson, if you can't afford the services right off the bat, then I'm not the ideal client. I'm not the product for you. For example, there are other cheaper options out there. I'm not for you in a sense. Because what's going to happen to my business is people come in and then they churn. Churn is a very important concept for businesses because you need to build stickiness into your product or service so that people like to reuse it over and over and over again. Because what happens is, I always think of it like a leaky bucket. When you're pouring in new customers or clients into your product or into your business so that you could serve them over time, because the cost to acquire a new customer is very, very expensive. It's always the number one factor. Basically, if a business will scale or go broke, is how much does it cost to acquire a new customer, for example. So when I did the 7-day trial and the 20 people came in on the free 7-day trial, 100% of them churned the next month. Some churned the month after, but all of them were gone. And then I was like, wait, well, that's actually I attracted the wrong audience. The people who actually bought the annual plan, or people that are actually paying even not the $97 per month plan, you're committed. Because what happens is price is equivalent to commitment for the person to commit to your product or service. Because fundamentally, they have to change a behavior. They have to change a routine, a habit, a behavior, because where they are is they're not happy with their life. Your product or service is the bridge to an improvement in health, wealth, or relationships, and the price is their commitment to change the behavior. That's why if you look at the different things of, well, I'll simplify it that way. Um, so it's actually, and that's different than the value they receive on the other side. I'm thinking of analogies, but no, that's actually really good. So basically, that's why people like, if you like, for where the community is going to be, those are the people that are going, like all the people that bought the annual plan. We haven't had one person churn from the annual plan. Everyone, actually, that's a lie. That's a lie. One person churned from the annual plan, and it was because financially she couldn't afford it in the first place. So uh, her boyfriend actually talked her out of it and was like, "Why are you in this AI? You do social media. You have nothing to do with AI." And she really wanted to learn, and so she had to ask for a refund. But she never attended the courses. She never attended the meetings, and so that's why she was. So technically, we do have one churn from the annual plan. I do ask questions because I'm always curious, like, why do people leave? It's always important. Um, but all the other people, the reason why they're staying is they're like, I'm gonna get my money's worth. Like, I'm gonna make sure where they got in at the old low or where it is today, they're gonna make sure they are committed to spending time to get their money's worth. So that's why you should, like, don't be I'm basically just summarizing, don't be afraid to raise your prices. Some people fear that if they raise their prices, oh my god, people won't buy. Actually, the inverse actually happens. Number one is you now differentiate yourself from all the other competitors who are, it's a race to the bottom. It's basically the Walmart effect. Everyone wants to be the cheapest but doesn't have the capital or revenue to actually serve their clients at a higher capacity. Very interesting. Versus if you work with a smaller amount of people that pay more for your product, could be a product, could be a service, could be coaching, could be course, could be anything. They're more committed to the transformation. That's what you're paying for is the behavior change, the commitment to show up and commit consistently, because over the next whatever 1 week for 4 weeks or whatever 90 days, they need to change the behavior because they hate their life in the sense that they're not happy with where they are, and so they're in pain, and so they're moving from pain to pleasure, and it's basically an improvement in some health, wealth, or relationships. Brenda is mopping what I'm spilling. She's like, I have more consulting clients after raising my prices and better clients too. Wonderful. Beautifully said. That's the other thing too, is the people that actually pay more, actually, like, it's not that they don't ask for more time per se, because if you'll actually find the cheapest people are actually the ones that actually, I don't want to say nickel and dime, but they're actually more, they need more hand holding, versus the other people that are, they'll pay more for whether it be a product or service. Those are the people that need a little less guidance. They'll actually commit to the things that you're doing. And again, it doesn't matter what you're selling across the board. You should always aim to be the most expensive in, so that you can have enough revenue to over deliver on the product or service. So you could give such a good experience to the client so early on that then if they leave, there's nowhere else that they could get that experience, that attention, or that transformation. So that way, it's actually a win-win for everyone. For the client or customer, they get more commitment to your program. For you, you get more revenue, so you actually could spend more on improving the client or customer experience, delivering more value, stuff like that. Because like for me with the community, eventually we're going to get to a point where I could offer 5 days a week office hour sessions, more workshops, and more value for the community members. We just have to slowly grow, kind of thing. This is also another thing why I don't do investments. I don't do, like, a lot of people in Silicon Valley, they're all like, get an investor, or like go pitch to a whatever Y Combinator, stuff like that. Or that's actually the worst thing. You want to grow slow over time. And that's why I was like patient. I was like, let me just first 50 members, bring them in, serve them, get feedback, and slowly grow from there. So these are very important principles, the stuff that I have to learn, or I had to learn the hard way. Hollywood David just signed up, so welcome to the community. You actually came in at a really good time because, by the way, David, let's see. And then Brenda's like, no, I'm bootstrapped and focused on organic. Same here. Like, I'm 100% bootstrapped. I'm not even, the challenge was for me was not even spending any money on ads to grow my business to start off. That was the hardest decision of like, oh, I got to go all in and figure out content and monetize content somehow without sponsorships. Like, I don't do sponsorships, I don't do interviews. I think I'm going to continue that going forward. Like, I'm not, because I'm already getting brands and other AI companies reaching out to me just saying, they're like, hey, do you do sponsored posts? And I'm like, no. Hey, do interviews? No. I want all in on my business. I want all in on my personal brand. If I start promoting a different product because it's a sponsored post, it kills my trust to my audience, basically. Brenda's like, yes, this is actually what I teach people. Beautiful. I love it. Great minds think alike. You're definitely in the right. But these were all lessons I had to learn the hard way. That's like business is like the hardest, like it's the best personal development experience, but it's also the most expensive. So it's like this is, I've just been funding my own MBA program since I was 15, learning all these different things. But that's the best way, is like learning a lot of these different ways. So long story short, oh, let's go back to my master plan. Okay, my master plan. This is dope. Okay, but that's basically a long way to say don't discount your products or services. Because of course, we all listen to a lot of Alex Hormozi, and that was one of the things. He's like, you'll attract a much different audience that isn't your ideal audience. So back to my master plan here. So eventually, so basically, ads or content with ManyChat to basically, this is now my lead gen. This will bring in leads, build an email list, and then from here, from the email list, I will pitch more, because technically your content is the nurturing as well too. This is also I need to throw in YouTube as well here, because that's basically what's going to do the nurturing. And your only offer to them is not the community, is the 14-day challenge starting off. This is phase 2 of my operation. So phase 2 is I'm going to build out, I'm going to do this live. Probably it's going to start off as a 5-day challenge, and then I'll grow it from there. But the 5-day challenge is going to start at $97, and it's going to be a 5-day challenge teaching. Basically, all it is to over deliver on what's possible with AI, show them amazing things that they never realized is possible of how to use AI in their business to grow, to scale, to automate. And then on the other side, then I don't want to say like the community is not really high ticket per se. It's more like mid ticket. If I think about it. So that's where I'm going to introduce that low ticket to then the mid ticket, which is the community, fundamentally from here. I'm not going to do a 6-week program. We're just going to cut that out. So basically it's going to go from the 5-day challenge that's going to run. Actually, what I'm trying to do is basically it's eventually going to be evergreen, so people could take it, consume it. It doesn't cost my time to nurture, and also they could take it whenever their schedule is available. Some people are available in the morning, evening, so they could binge it like Netflix. But then that's going to then pitch into the community. Now I'll also have another, so if you want to think about it, this step right here before your mid-ticket product there's different ways to do it. These are what's called conversion events. A conversion event gets leads to pay for something closer to a transformation or something in your products. You're basically separating all the people that are tire kickers. Do you need to have a tech background? Good question. Absolutely not. Say for example, like I'll coach you, give you an example. Actually, Monica has, and not in a bad way or anything, but Monica's just not focused. Her skill set and specialty is an English coach. That's her skill. That's her specialty. Tech, for a lot of people as well too, has always been a challenge. And so that's the great thing about not only the community with the courses. I've designed all the courses so that you have zero tech experience, and you could come in and pick up these productivity skills, these AI skills, these automation skills. You don't have to go through all of them. Some people will never touch the Lovable course. Some people just never go through that, but they'll know enough to basically be dangerous as far as their profession or their business. Then the other cool thing is you have tech support too. Like my second specialty is tech support, like solving any computer problem. B knows it. Say hi, B, in the comments. If my members have a tech issue, like Monica or B in the comments, or anyone else, like even Alberto the other day, Alberto was struggling with, he had a bunch of traffic, but his system wasn't set up. So I volunteer and help out as much as I can with my members to either solve the tech issue or, if possible, build it for them, because there's no need for them to like learn how to build the system. But it's basically like hiring a marketing agency without hiring the marketing agency. They just need the system built so they can specialize on their craft, their expertise, their passion, and then the system will turn basically this. Actually, well, fundamentally, like say for example, her System.io. Honestly, System.io is a great platform for having your website. Basically, it's a link tree, not so much a website, but a link tree. Your email marketing, your digital products, your payment processing, like buying stuff with, or people buying online with Stripe, and then also here email marketing. I think that's it. Yeah, emails. What do you do? Emails, digital products, payment processing, Linktree / website. I think that's it. That's fundamentally all the things that you need to convert attention or traffic into sales, fundamentally. And so most people, this is like this is one of the biggest roadblocks that prevents people from making money online, is learning this. And it's not hard. I'm not going to say that. Like, you can honestly go to YouTube, System.io, and you can find out any video from YouTube. But still, a lot of people, if they've never set stuff up, like, I get it. So that's why, like, for me, the thing that we offer in the community is unlimited tech support. Like, if you guys need help with anything, you could just shoot me a DM or mention it during the office hours. And you've guys seen it sometimes. Like, I'll just tell them, I was just like, hey, let's book a meeting right after this and let's fix this bug. So that's one thing that's really unique, at least with us, is that because I honestly love troubleshooting technology. So that is pretty much going to be like this is going to be phase 2. I'm going to take the next 60 days to build this out. Fundamentally, it's not going to be something overnight, but after the next 60 days, I'll have this system built in place, and I can start automating a lot of the stuff, which I'm really looking forward to the NAN course, because for sure I'm going to have some agents on the back end that are going to do some of this type of automation, which is going to be super nice, because I really want to hook up. I need to really hook up to actually give you guys a little more also too. Right now, I'm at the point where I need to now start, because this is going to be my Sunday project, is I need to build out my CRM in ClickUp to match the CRM in Circle, because Circle doesn't really give you like a CRM, so I don't know when did people join, when are people going to renew, what membership plan people are on, details about them, if there's any churn, why, how many people are growing by week. I need to get my weekly metrics in so I could track my weekly sales with my content, so that I could see basically how I'm getting sales from what type of content to give me that data. So all of that is going to be hooking up. I'm kind of excited for Sunday. That's my build day. Instead of working in the business, I get to work on the business. And so I'm going to build out basically ClickUp to do basically a whole CRM out of it. Where's the CRM? Actually, this was a good one right here. Yeah. So I'm going to be using ClickUp to track all our members, different build days, different details, because eventually I'm going to have a team member that's going to manage the community, and they're going to need a dashboard and CRM to keep track of. It's like who's on first, but everyone, basically the whole pulse, because Circle doesn't have a CRM, unfortunately. It doesn't do it does email marketing, but they charge for it. Like, they charge extra, which is like no point. So I love Circle, by the way. Circle's amazing, and I get to let me show you, sir, because I finally get to. I'm about 20 members away. Circle community pricing. There it is. Cool. How many people are now in the membership? It sounds cool. We actually have officially 111 people. Well, it's not even 111 people. It's 111 amazing entrepreneurs that are all looking to grow, scale, leverage AI in their business. Like, everyone in here is a heavy hitter as far as like skill set, networking, like passion, helpful. Like it is like there's actually behind the scenes a lot of business relationships that are starting. Because I know like Joseph and Henry are have partnered in the very very beginning. Joseph has the skill with Go High Level. Henry has a network of electricians, so they're partnering together doing a podcast and promoting Go High Level and stuff. I think that's what they're doing. So there's a lot of business relationships that are starting from here. Like David reached out to Dennis, and Dennis is building an app for David. David came to the community wanting to build an app, but he just doesn't have the tech skills. So finally, he connected with Dennis, and Dennis has been building the app for David. Of course, he's paying him for it. And then, say for example, Tom's in the community, and Tom he buys businesses, and so Tom was working with some other, I think also like with Megan as well too, and Megan was helping Tom as well with a lot of other members building GPTs and stuff like that. So there's a lot of people that are like really tech savvy, and there's other people that have the idea and they're making connections, both on their own, and then basically when I meet people, I'll shout out, I think it's Mike today. So Mike came in, and Mike he's like, hey, I want to do automation builds. And I was like, cool. You need to read this post, watch this video. Here's the best tools. And by the way, you're doing automation? Cool. Do a post, and I'll tag these people who are also doing AI automation, so that you guys could connect as well too. So I'm just playing matchmaker on the back end, basically, which is super fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm surprised my memory hasn't it's actually keeping me sharp. Who knows? It may work out when I'm getting older, but this actually work out really cool. But I just I'm like, okay, what's your goals? What are you good at? Cool. You need to connect with this person and this person. Do a coffee introduction, and that's great. And you'd be surprised. Actually, we're global. We have people in Canada, across the U.S., in the UK, in Australia, in Jamaica, in Brazil. We're eventually going to have a map so that you can see everyone globally. Because you'd be surprised. Like I connected Josh, who does an AI automation agency, with Richard, who's Richard is he's a marketing ad expert. He doesn't do the actual setup, but he'll give you the strategy, which is super brilliant. So they connected. Turns out they're in the same city in Utah. Like they're less than 10-20 miles from each other, which was like super funny in Utah. Melbourne, good to see you, Melbourne. Wait, is that your logo? Robbie, that's your logo. I see the logo. I see the. Let me pin you. That's kind of funny. Hello from Melbourne. So if anyone's in Melbourne, pin. That's cool. So that's where it's slowly growing. I mean, shout out to Robbie. Welcome to the community. By the way, dope logo. But yeah, so I'm going to be setting up I could finally, for me, move up to the next plan in Circle, which I'm super excited for because I could do workflow automations. It has a Zapier like automation. And then I really just want the API, honestly, because from the API, I could hook it up to my NAN agent. Where's my NAN? NAN. And from NAN, now I could connect data from Circle up to ClickUp. So I could track all the members and see like, how are we growing? How's the weekly sales? Like where people memberships are. Would also have, by the way, reminder to everyone here, please book your coaching session. If you're on the annual plan, everyone gets 2 hours. Even if you, like some people bought the first annual plan when we first came out, congratulations, you get another hour with me. So everyone gets 2 hours, 2 separate times. It doesn't count if it's one time, because you guys know I'll go 2 hours on one session sometimes. That doesn't count. It's technically 2 separate times that you get a 1 hour one-on-one with me. So if you're on the annual plan, be sure to book that. If you don't have the link, just send me a DM. And then if you're in my business coaching program, I don't say it here, but I technically have 3. Well, I will have 3 levels soon, but I technically have 2 levels right now. One is the community, and then I have one-on-one business coaching on the back end. If you're in, I don't see anyone here. I think that's in it, but just in case, if you're in my business coaching program, please book your next week hour. Some people are waiting 2 weeks to book their next sessions. You get 4 hours for a monthly coaching package. And then if anyone's, I never want to promote it on like the live streams, but just to kind of show, this is also how I do my community announcements, because most of everyone watches my live streams as well too. Courses we have, I think it's, one-on-one coaching. So you can book one-on-one coaching with me, either 1 hour or save money and do the 4 hours. So that's just one option there. Technically, you'll get like 6 hours from the monthly coaching package, but that's there too. So that's something on the back end. Because you always should have like 3 levels: low, mid, and high ticket. Technically, that's my high ticket offer. Technically, because the community is basically just a mid ticket. What I've been growing in. I think that's all I get from. Oh, I get agents. If I spend $360, I get agents in here. That would be. I wonder what agents do. That's something new. I've never seen that in Circle. I've been debating. Also, let me know if you guys want it. But I also have been debating putting a chatbot inside the community. I technically can using Chatbase. So if you have any questions about whatever, customer support, or questions about where to find things or what's the best tool, I could build a Chatbase bot and put it inside the community, so you guys could do that. Like, because I know Sabrina's like doing something like that, and I'm like, I need something to offer because I don't really have anything for customer service technically. So if you guys want that, I've just thrown it out there, but that may be something I can move into. Something in there. I love MindPal for agents and workflows. Someone also mentioned MindPal today. Yeah. How do you like MindPal? Like, because I'm always curious, like, if you like it, cool, because there's like 3 flavors of these type of agent tools, and we're just trying to figure out which is the best one. There's MindPal, then there's Relevance AI is another. These are kind of like, if I'm not mistaken, they're basically like Zapier like agents. Basically, they have GPTs, they have workflows, and then they have tools. Basically, saw someone was desperate for a replacement. Yeah, I know. I was saying that exact thing, same thing in the community, because for in the AI community, Sarah reads the comments. Yay, Mind Pal. And we go to post. Yeah, it was Nika. Nika was like, hey, I've been learning about MindPal, but it doesn't look like none of one's using it here. Is there something else? Because personally, I would love to not use MindPal. And so I'm always like, technically, I got to answer this because there's technically 3. I haven't started it, but my mentor keeps suggesting it. Most probably a referral, an affiliate code. If someone else is recommending it, it's like, go high level, get my affiliate code, sign up underneath me. You'll like it, right? But there's technically 2. Let me actually respond. Let's see, wait. At Nika. You could do the @ symbol and you could comment people. I don't know if you guys know that, but you could put the @ symbol and then you can type people's names and it will find them. And then you could tag them and they'll get a notification inside the app, like right up here. Somewhere up there. That's really cool because I tag a lot of people on posts. I need to do like a refresher for everyone too. Anika, you should check out actually, let me do this. Relevance AI. Let me actually give the URLs. Relevance AI. I don't want the article. I want the actual post. Cool. Just give me the URL. There's this one. And then here. And Lindy or Linda. Lindy AI. I think it's Lindy or Linda AI. Linda AI. Yeah, Linda or Lindy. This is the other one. Lindy. I've heard a lot of people like Lindy. Because Lindy's interesting because Lindy does phone calls apparently. Like it will, like something unique. You could do phone call, like you could call or something like that. Like, I don't know. That's something interesting. But it's basically, these are like no code agent workflow type tools, which is interesting. So here, let me send that to her. Those are really the only two. And then actually, oh, hold on. Paste space. I haven't started using anything. But let me know what task or project you want automated, and I can recommend the best tool and share examples, because that's the biggest challenge with like AI type stuff is like the recommendation is always going to come down to what are you trying to do. Basically, it's like, what are you trying to automate? Sweet. I wish there's a way, because I haven't found a way, but it doesn't give you updates if people comment on a post though. I think I have that notification maybe turned off, but that's something I haven't figured out yet. Anyways, back to, man, I get AI agents on the next level. And then the cool thing is kind of cool. If we super grow, I could go into the next level and I could have my own iOS and Android app automatically in the App Store. So AI Community could technically be its own app in the iOS store. It's white labeled. It's basically Circle, just white labeled, just branded. So that's a little fun. That'll be a little dope flex, but something interesting. That's why the cool thing with Circle. Concierge, quarterly basis. They do email marketing as well too, but I have no need for them. Like I'm still using Kit. I still like that. Was there anything else? Yeah, that's good. I'm super happy with. I can't finally get the upgrade, which is finally patience, all patience. And then I'm really excited for Sunday's project. I get to hook up Circle. Probably going to use make.com in the interim just for a quick build, and then connect it with Kit for email. So Circle is going to connect to Kit for my email marketing, and then ClickUp for my CRM, and then the piping is going to be done with make.com just for version 1, and that's going to automate all the onboarding, offboarding, whatever, just all the notifications when people come in and stuff. I could track it, and I can also track people, like have they done all their it's almost like, have you accrued all your free complimentary hours, because I want to make sure people don't, there's no time limit technically on it, you could book it whenever you want, but I just want to make sure, because I was sending reminders the other day. I was like, hey, by the way, don't forget, you guys have coaching, take advantage of it, do it. So that's going to be the master plan for version 2 over the next 60 days, basically slowly growing, which is interesting. Just kind of give you guys the behind this sneak peek, basically. So yeah, you guys really liked the I keep laughing too right now. It's like you guys really liked how I ordered an espresso machine from ChatGPT. I wish I could just see all your reactions, because I was like, that's so gold. I was like, I pressed it and it just showed up on my desk there. I got billed on that, and I have an espresso machine I gotta get rid of. Like, ChatGPT shop, dangerous. People would be there drinking wine, and you'd be like, I was just chatting with ChatGPT, and all of a sudden they ordered all these products from like Shopify store and stuff like that. Like, that's wild. Like, that's going to be the thing. Late night drunk ChatGPT shopping is going to be a thing. Are you doing paid Facebook ads to complement the lives? Yes. Well, not now. That's going to be in Q3. I don't know. I think we're in Q2, but I think that's going to be in Q3. Towards the end of Q3, especially in Q4. Basically because once I have the system set up and I have my low ticket item, which is basically the 5-day/14-day challenge, once I have that optimized, it's going to take about 60 to 90 days to like dial that in. Then I'm going to work with Richard. I'm going to hire Richard. His time is worth every penny. And then he's going to help me with ads, because how he does ads, oh my God. If you guys could, his name's Richard, Serhant, I think it is. Follow his lives. Like, he's very early on, but like his marketing live streams, gold, absolute. And he's small enough that you could still ask him one-on-one questions. So that's how I'm like, you need to take advantage of that. It's like he has a small audience. You could ask him. Just like how passionate I am about Monica. Say hi, Monica. We were sharing updates to see. Hope everything went well. But we're just amazed at what you're doing and what you're building. So keep going, Monica. You're an inspiration to everyone. Um, and then Richard Serhant. Yes, let me actually get his because his stuff is I cannot see. We were no credit. We were just sharing case studies and sharing, talking about my students today, in all good ways. So we're sharing where you are. So Richard Serhant. No, not Serhant, but Serhant. See, or Serhant or Sergent users. I have to get it from the circle. Let me get it from the community. It's Richard Sargent. It is Sargent. Richard. I always think I was like, it sounds like Sargent, but it is Sargent. There we go. Richard Sargent. Oh, he's starting to grow. Nice. Oh, yeah, and let me show you people on YouTube. Okay, cool. So, highly recommend follow Richard. He goes live, I think, like 4 or 5 days a week, usually around like 5, 6 p.m. I think it's after my stream. It's like so around 6 7 p.m. I think it's 7 p.m. I wish he would put it there. I need to fix his bio. I'd be like, don't DM to collab. Like, DM when you go live, or message here when you go live. He's small enough that his live streams, you could ask him like, hey, here's my business. What should I do for marketing or do for leads? He will drop everything that he's doing and go deep into your business and give you a whole master plan. Like, and what everything he says is gold. Like apps, like I can't wait to use his strategy for when I run ads. And then if you guys kind of fun because I always want to throw fun facts too. He's a drummer at his worship band or church, where he's the drummer for the church, which is actually dope. So he actually sometimes will live stream marketing. At there's time he'll live stream his drumming lessons, or and then just mention marketing, and he will immediately drop drumming and start talking about marketing. It's so great. Oh, dope, Monica, you're a drummer. Say hi to Richard, and say hi, Richard. Do you like the drum? And he will light up. He will go. It's that drumming, his newborn baby, and then marketing are like his three passions, of course. Fun fact, he actually was, funny thing, he would watch my lives while washing all the baby bottles every night, and then I popped up on TikTok, and then he started binging my content, and so long time lurker, and finally was like, yeah. Then I recruited him. I'm so happy I recruited him, because he actually connected me, surprisingly enough, with the CEO of Close Closebot. Yeah, Closebot, which is this is the best AI chatbot for, it connects with Go High Level. Eventually, version 2, you're not going to need Go High Level technically, which is going to be nice. That's still later on to develop. You still need Go High Level for enough, but this is the best AI chatbot to respond on SMS messaging that will nurture, qualify, and close or get your lead gens. Very, very powerful, for example, there. So yeah, so it turns out it's because Richard already built and sold and exited his marketing agency. So he's already gone through the growing and exiting of a business. Now he just teaches for fun. He has technically a marketing coaching business where he just coaches business owners. I want to get in that room because sometimes he'll live stream them. So he's already built and exited and sold to a private equity firm. So he's already knows the whole game field. He's like Alex Ramosi, just in marketing. Tell him I said that to him. He'll love that. But he's so helpful when it's so early. So highly recommend, comment, follow, send him a message, say hi. John showed me. If you love drumming too, like, game over. Game over. That's the cool thing. It's just a truly unique group of people, honestly. Each and every person that's in the community has a wealth of experience, has a wealth of knowledge, is so helpful and nice. What's up, Bodhi? Good to see you too. Everyone is just amazing. We all have the same passion. We're all business owners trying to grow and scale our business and leverage AI. That's all, to make a few money. It's a ghost in my room, so that's basically all of us, that we're all here. Brenda's like, thank you. He's the guy I was looking for. Perfect. You showed up. the universe. I told God, I was like, just bring the people to me and I will serve them. I will show them. I will give all the secrets away. I will help any way I can. So we got a good deal going on. It's working out pretty good. So blessed, truly blessed. I get to wake up and work with amazing entrepreneurs all day. Like, I love what I do. And I'm very, very blessed. So, Brenda, welcome to the family. We'll see you in the community soon. Well, technically, not gonna lie, tonight's the last night though. Tonight's the last night to join. Because after tonight, and I've been pitching this the whole time anyway. But after tonight, the price is gonna double. So, if you want to join the community, tonight's the last night to get in at this price, both the monthly or the annual plan. The annual plan, you save 40%, plus you get 4 hours of one-on-one coaching with me. But after tomorrow or midnight, whenever I wake up at like 10 a.m. tomorrow, honestly, when I wake up at 10 a.m. tomorrow, that's the first thing I'm going to do is switch over the pricing and then double. So you're in, you're locked in. Everyone else, you guys are doing amazing. We're here to help and support each other, from Sharon to Nicole to Hank to Monica to Sarah, Brenda soon, and many more. Vodi, all of you are amazing. Thank you so much for following me on my AI journey. I'm looking forward to Saturday. NAN and MCP. I may vote just to influence, just to make sure that that's the thing we do. Well, have a wonderful night, everyone. Stay blessed, and let's continue learning and sharing together and growing so that we can ride this AI rocket ship and turn our dreams into realities. At the end of the day, we're all here to help each other. Have a wonderful night. Stay blessed, and have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. Bye. Bye, everyone. Beautiful. Man, the series are so nice. I just never know what I'm going to say whenever I get on, but I know all I have to do is just show up. That's always the fun part, is like, just show up and just start talking. And then you start thinking. It's always interesting. It's like the topics always go so many different places. Let me see. So many interesting people. But it works out. So, Sharon, have a wonderful, blessed night. Hank, if you're still there, I believe in both of you. Everyone's amazing. And I'll see you